So can you tell me how many cities in the U.S. you traveled to and had the show in?
Yeah, I traveled to the summer tour. I consisted of 17 cities and 24 different shows, performances, and then I got invited back right before the election and did three more shows in New York and Portland and Princeton, New Jersey. But the original tour went clear across America. So I started in New York and Buffalo and went down all the way through the Midwest, through California, then back down to the Democratic National Convention in Colorado, back up through Minnesota, and then I had one show in Montreal so it became international.
So did your concept of the project change for you as an artist during the process? What was that like for you personally, and how would you how would what do you how would you describe the response that you had from the public in the different cities? I'm sure it was different responses in the different cities, but how would you describe that in general?
Um, yeah, I think that when you're doing a participatory work that involves a lot of performance and that you are part of the work, that there needs to be, you have to be able to readjust to the situation. So I think in every city I had to make slight adjustments to how the project actually worked, and it took, there were different things that were added or removed because of like the location. I didn't add or remove speeches. I added speeches as speeches became more and more available, like when Obama delivered like a really great speech, or when Sarah Palin happened, or when Ralph Nader went on NPR. So I had to make those sort of adjustments, but the actual performance had to be sort of tweaked to work with the location. So in some cases, it would just start, people would get really interested and just start performing. In other cases, I had to sort of ease the audience into the idea. I spent quite a bit of time actually talking about the platforms of the different parties. I became sort of an expert on the situation, and
Yeah.
I had to be able to give a lot of information on the different parties and what they believe in, or like how they work. And yeah, it required a lot of adjustment. And then then there were small things I did, like in Gainesville, people really wanted to do the speeches and have like beats in the background, so I had to like add music. And they were like, it always kept getting tweaked and readjusted and refined through my travels, because you can't expect an audience in any place to react the same way to anything. But overall, the feedback was extremely positive, and I had a lot of people sort of building really intelligent discussions after the shows. So the shows would end, but then there'd be like rounds of people sitting around and talking about the different parties and talking about the similarities, and really really talking about, well, so and so delivered such a great speech, maybe he should go into politics. I believed him more than I believe in Chuck Baldwin or whoever. And it was really great to see that the show itself didn't end when the actual performances were over, that there was this amazing discourse happening, and that the discourse was happening among people who maybe don't agree politically, but the space provided a safe sort of location where everyone could say what they believed in and what they thought without really being ostracized.